Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please forgive me for being in all my morning glory. I don't even know the English to use, the naturalness, my pajamas and my jammies, my vice concerts pajamas. Let me stand up and show you guys. So I have like those ribbons and everything, and this says fight, and then it has the pink ribbon. Okay, so I'm in my bedroom for the first time on my vlog. The truth is, this wall, part of doing it was because of the vlog, and I haven't used it in like over what I've been in this space for since 2019. This is 2021, and I'm like, okay, the next few videos I'm going to put up, I'll definitely put them up from this room space. Okay, so right into it. I'm going to get right into it. I want to share my 2021 lessons versus what I'd like to do in 2021. I've been 2020 lessons versus 2021 goals and aspirations. Let me start from my vision board of 2020. This is my vision board that I made 2020 last year. I don't know if you guys can see. Ew, oh my god, they're like stuff at the back. Anyway, this is my vision board. Look at it very well. You guys can see it. Okay. So what am I going to start from? Yes, let me start from the comic part of it. There's a lady, right? There's a lady with her hair and her nails done, and a shaving stick, and her pedicure done, and courses, and courses, and then like a brain picture and books. Okay, so I'm gonna start from how it went, basically. How did it go? My vision board and how it went. So the lady with the hair and the nails basically signifies me saying that I wanted to be more intentional about how I looked, because I've always been very big about how, like, not appearance as in such to a materialistic point, such that maybe I'm emptying my account to look great or look like to follow trends. No, I mean just basically being presentable. But then I finished my National Youth Service year in 2019, I think 2018, pardon me. And after that, I started my own business beginning of 2019. And so, to be honest, the focus of my life was entirely about my business. I stopped doing my nails. I started making all I did was this hairstyle, this shuku. I had burgundy hair on at that time, so I was very focused on my hair, basically, my business basically, and I didn't care much about appearances and all that. I was very, my social life wasn't even that great, because people would be like, oh, we're going out for this, would you like to come? And I sit down versus my income versus the outing, and I'm like, this will set me back about 2 weeks, I won't go. So I found that all I was doing was existing. All I was doing was buying petrol, buying data for my phone. I had just moved into this space out of my mom's house into this space, which is actually my dad's flat, but he doesn't live in the flat. So I just thought I wanted my own space and everything, and that even if I eventually get my own apartment in future and everything, this is a good starting point. This is what I thought. So I moved here. Then I wasn't spending much money on socials. I was just eating, fueling my car, buying data. That's really all I was doing, and then running my business. So my business kicked off to a very fantastic start, but the truth is that the finances of the business were very focused on taking care of me. And the truth is, I know everything everybody says about how, oh, your business money is your business money, don't touch it, blah blah blah. But at a point, I had to like talk to a friend of mine who I consider like a very smart and very wise person, and she's like, look, the truth is, you never know the season that you're in. If it is that what is keeping you at this point in time is eating from your business. Look, it's not like that's what you tend to do for the rest of your life, but it's like that's what you need to do, so just do it. And so, as I was saying, I had to quickly change, because I have the time between the last set of scenes I shot and this one is a lot, and so I just felt, let's just deck up and come back. Okay, so having decked up, let me continue. So as I was saying about my business and my finances, I just felt that since I'm not going to continue taking out of the finances forever, I need to start working on how to supply other sources of income, or enable myself earn other sources of income so that I can remove the pressure from the income on the business and allow the money to really work for the business, so that I'm not chopping the money of the business and, you know, becoming fat and the business is becoming lean. The business is meant to have an individual personality from me, so that's my intention for that. So as I was saying about the business money, and then how it connects to me looking good, and, you know, my goal for looking good in 2020. 2019, I wasn't very intentional about how I looked. I was intentional in the sense that I wasn't dirty or unkempt, but I wasn't a slim mama. I wasn't a slim mama, if I want to be honest. And the truth is, I do like slim mamas. When I say slim mamas, I mean people that are very concerned about their appearance, in the sense that they're not cut on fresh. You don't have to kill everybody, you don't have to empty your bank account, you don't have to copy trends, but your hair is good, your nails are good, you smell good, you're dressed neatly. That's I think that's an important thing, an important habit to have, and the kind of mom that I have is very concerned about that. I watched her be concerned about that and train me to be concerned about it. So the truth is, when I saw that, I mean, I can have nicely done cornrows, nice earrings, nice clothes, and still look great, and still face my business and have a fantastic bank account. When I saw that, that's having good finances was more of a priority than looking so great, I just kind of abandoned it and I almost let myself go. So 2020, I'm like, look, this has to change. So I mean, 2020 started off well. I went for my friend's wedding. I think I looked pretty good at the wedding. Then I traveled, went to get locked in America for 6 whole months, unplanned, unintentional. It was not part of the plan. It wasn't part of I didn't foresee that I would be stuck in America, basically. So I was stuck in America, and being indoors. The day I remember to cornrow my hair, okay. The day my cousin is able to help me, who I stayed with, is able to help me, Sister Amsa. If she's able to help me, if Sister Amsa was able to help me cornrow, okay. If not, okay. I didn't care. I was indoors, so I wasn't stinking, but I just wasn't concerned about I was indoors. But that's, you know, is a habit that I want to work on this year. Whether or not I'm going out, whether or not I'm working remotely, whether or not I have physical meetings or I have to meet my clients personally, I should be able to say my cornrows are neat, my pedicure is done, my toenails are nicely painted. I mean, see. So far so great. This year, obviously I'm doing good somehow, but my toenails are not nicely painted. If I want to be honest with you, they're actually a bit embarrassing at this point in time, and I need to work on them. But 2020, I being indoors, I just kind of let myself go in that regard, and it's easy to justify with being at home and being extremely desperate to just get back into the country. I was praying. I'm like, look, God, I just really need the borders of Nigeria to open up so I can come back home. I was very exhausted, you know, but glory be to God, I got back, and I kind of sat up before the year ended again. I sat up. I started caring about my hair, my nails, and my toenails again. I even tried to wax for the first time in my life. Extremely painful experience. If you have a low threshold for pain, I do not advise you to wax. I do not advise you to wax if you have a low threshold for pain. I just tried it because, you know, my family, my friends, everybody was before the wax, I was very hairy, so everyone was like, oh my God, you know, you should try it. And honestly, the pressure did not get to me. I don't care, because I feel like that's a lot of commitment to make. If you notice, I had a shaving stick here. So I realized the power of vision is deep, because there are certain things I put here that when I put them there, I had a desire to do them. Then life happened, and I thought it won't happen, only for me to look back on the year and it happened. So like, I got myself by chance or by favor, someone who's like an elder sister to me, you know, put me on a payment plan, and I was able to get myself a good weave. I was able to wax my skin on my hair, on my skin. So that's how the year ended. And then I was better at taking care of my toenails towards the end of the year, not during the entire course of the year. Towards the end of the year, being like September, October is when I got back from my 6 months lockdown. Okay, what else did I want to address? That was grooming 2020 versus 2021. Let me look into something else. Finances. So I put up this piggy bank and I said save time and money, you know. So I find that before I was very, oh, I can do that myself, I don't need to send someone, because send someone would mean that I have to pay the person. And if I know I have a plug, it could be something I need to get from the market, it could be something I need to source for my gifting business, it could be anything. And if I feel like I can source it myself, I used to be reluctant to pay for it. But then, having listened to that was 2019, that's how I was. Then 2019 into 2020, having listened to a lot of Mrs. Ibuku and Woshika's mentorship programs and voice notes and stuff like that, and videos, I found that if you can pay someone to get it done, the person may not do it as well as you, but you're less stressed, you have more time to focus on things you're really, really good at, then you're better off doing it than wasting time to get it done. So for instance, in business, I found that before, initially, I used to make customized pillows, photographs of people. So 2019, I would physically go and sort that out myself. I'll go to my printer, source the fabric, you know, sit down with them till it's done. But then I found that I could pay someone to physically source the fabric, design the design I'd like on the pillow, print it, and then have it brought to me. It was more than it would be if I had gone by myself. But I found that I could be doing other things instead of sitting down inside a noisy place, dragging things with people, or sourcing fabric and fighting over fabric. That's not my headache. It's the person that has been paid to do its headache. So I was happy to let it go. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to be struggling and fighting when you can literally get help. So yeah, I find that save time and save money. Sometimes you feel you're wasting money, but if you're really saving your time and your resources so that you can put the time and energy and resourcefulness into something else and be more productive, something that would probably even bring you more money, you're better off. So take stress off yourself and make the habit of paying people to do stuff that they're good at, and you reserve your energy to focus on things that you're great at. Did you get? So that was that about saving time and money. Oh, also, for the first time, I downloaded Piggyvest last year. I had a friend's wedding to attend in December, and when I came back to Nigeria, I was flat broke. Okay, I actually made some money abroad because I shopped for people, and before I left, you know, my cousin's friends were gracious enough, you know, they just, oh, you're going back to Nigeria, here you go, you know, so they'll gift me something, just, you know, something to hold. So the money I made for shopping the money I made from shopping for people, plus the money I made from money gifts came together, and I was able to buy myself a new phone. You know, I had wanted a new phone as a birthday gift, but as God will have it, the money came together and I got myself a brand new phone. That's why I'm going to be more serious about vlogging, because now I don't have any excuse as to the quality or about my phone being full and any of that anymore. There's no excuse about that anymore. To God be the glory. So that's the phone I'm using to make the video at this point in time. So I apart from the phone, I came back to Nigeria. I mean, it was money, it was good money, but it wasn't like it was going to solve all my life problems. So I had a bit of money to spare. I landed in Abuja, and some money I had been gifted in 2019 October. I had I think a few pounds, maybe 20 pounds or so. So I changed that plus a little bit of naira I had here and there, put that together, and then I was able to buy my ticket back to Lagos State. I had changed the rest of the money, bought my phone. Then I had a wedding to come for in December, so I opened a Piggyvest. I opened several safe locks. So what I did was, when I make profits and when I've separated maybe my costs, I've separated my expenditure, basically, I would then, you know, lock the profit I'm keeping for myself into the bank account. So I sat down and I made a list of, before I did that, I sat down and I made a list of stuff I needed. I knew that when I get to Abuja for this event, when I get to the event, I'm gonna need transportation money, I'm gonna need feeding money, I'm gonna need money to maybe wax if I want to, miscellaneous money to eat out, because there's some restaurants I really wanted to go to. I just had money set aside, so I had a financial aim, and I just kept working towards it, kept working and saving towards it, and I even exceeded it. I was able to work, keep money for my expenses like petrol, data, food in the house, and I was able to save towards the event. So I was really excited about it because I felt I don't earn enough to put money aside. In truth, I feel like that sometimes, but that putting money aside for this event in December taught me that no matter how small it is, money grows, and it's good to save towards events. So if you can, instead of just winging it, you can save towards an event or towards a time. Aside your investments that you need to make, you need to be able to save towards stuff so that it doesn't affect you. You know, when you come back to your everyday life, you're not drained or you're not penniless. I was privileged that even while at the event, I was making money, in the sense that though I intended to close for Christmas, I didn't close for Christmas. I had a few jobs that were still pending. I didn't take most of the orders I had post closing, but a few of people that had already, you know, patronized me earlier, and the orders were big orders per se. So it wasn't a discriminatory thing. It was more like a based on what can work, despite the fact that all my systems had already shut down. So all my systems being the people that could assist me, people that could monitor stuff, had gone. So stuff that needed minimal monitoring and were big orders. So plenty profits, little work kind of thing. So those were the jobs I took, because I mean I didn't have to physically do them, some of them myself, others I did, and I still had, thankfully, that's the profits from that ran me into the new year and everything. But generally speaking, I learned the power of saving towards something. So you have a goal, you write it down, and you work towards it. So these are things that I hear all the time, but this is a time where it actually worked for me, and it made me very happy to know. So one more thing, a few more things rather. Can you see this top? It talks about there are books, and then there are courses, and then there's a lady with her mind open and everything. Yeah. So I took quite a number of courses when I was stuck, you know, waiting to come back into the country. I took a course on personal development. It was run by DDK, Debola Deji Kurumi. You can check her out on Debola Deji Kurumi. You can check her out on YouTube, on Instagram. She has courses every time: personal development, time management, how to declutter your space and your head and your life in the long run, and all that. And you know, it was fantastic. The truth is, I wasn't able to finish the course because things kept coming up. So like, there's some courses that were like 21-day courses, so like every single day for 21 days type of thing. And if I lose track, maybe because I went out today, I went out the next day, shopped the third, packed the fourth day, too much backlog. So that kind of, I could still go back. I should, and I could still go back and address that. But I'm just letting you know the kind of courses I did. I also registered for a photography course. So thankfully, having my phone, pardon me, someone is about to put on their generator, so I'm going to have to shift towards you guys a little more. Okay, so my wig is falling down. Sorry, I'm trying to be as real with you guys as possible. I don't want to over edit things. Anyway, Debola Deji Kurumi is a person you should check out. Then I took a photography course, and my phone being new and the camera quality being great, I'm able to practicalize the stuff I learned. I've paused the course now, but I should continue, basically, because I got excited. You know, when you get the new phone, the few, if maybe you have 100 modules to learn and you've only learned like 10, just the 10, I'm so excited to practicalize what I learned. But I have to go back and, you know, finish up my courses. So and then books. Yes, you saw that the person working out their arm was working out with a dumbbell that looked like it had books on it. So I read a lot of books. I read Good Morning Holy Spirit. I had started it in 2018 and never finished it. I went back to finish it. I read Supernatural Childbirth by Jackie Mize. I read so many books. I can't even remember some of them right now, but I read a lot. And then one that I read and I didn't finish, and I should finish, I kind of ran away from it because it was a lot to process, but it was heavy. is or was The Richest Man in Babylon. My God, that's a heavy book. That's a book that teaches lots of financial principles, and if you're serious about your finances and how to invest and how to make return on your investments and how to, reinvest those investment money on your investments, such that when you retire and you're not earning anymore, your money is still working for you, kind of thing, and your generations to come. That's a book that you really need to read. So yeah. And then I also even took time out to read books in the Bible. So sometimes I'll say, okay, the books in this particular book in the Bible has 60 chapters. So I'll say, okay, if I want to finish it in maybe 20 days, divide 60 by 20 and read those verses or chapters per day, kind of thing. That's what I was doing. So some people do Proverbs 31 proverbs. So they do a proverb a day for 31 days in the month, type of thing. Or if it's 30 days, you do 2 instead of 1, that kind of thing. So because I wasn't much of a reader, I don't consider myself a reader, and so I just felt like if you don't want your life to be the way it is, you want it to be better. Some of the tricks and tips are hidden inside books, and you're depriving yourself of these wealthy thoughts by not sitting down and reading up on these things. So I repented of that last year, and I can do better this year, because this month, in truth, that's 2021, I repented. 2020 I repented. 2021 I honestly cannot say that I have read any book. Okay, I finally read Smart Money Woman by R.S.A. Ugu. Guys, I don't know where I've been all my life. Where have I been all my life? I don't know why I haven't read that book, and I've had it for like 2-3 years, I think. I don't know why I haven't read it, and I read it and I felt bad, but I felt like, look, rather than feeling bad, it's time to do what is in the book for me to do and get my finances up, get my money up, because all that day I want to travel, I want to be able to experience this and experience that and da-da-da. It's not going to happen by magic. You have to be intentional about it.